stuck down here in South Carolina. We coming to you with another live video. The BT1000, aka the Jeeper Creeper on this shit, aka Lucy the Vampire, aka the German Shepherd in the goddamn room. And it's raining this morning, you guys. It's raining this morning, but I don't have any choice. I have to go down there to this office to try to get on a ticket, something to do something today, man. Because I text her Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I told her I don't care what's going on, what's happening. I need to go out this week on tickets. And I gave her the reasons why. I shouldn't have to give anybody any reasons why. And mostly what she deal with downtown at that fucking office is a bunch of drunks and a bunch of homeless motherfuckers. People that don't have no rent to pay, people that don't have no bills to pay. But they're there. You know what I mean? And I don't mean no harm. That's why she's lost a lot of her fucking tickets. Because of dealing with those crackheads. Them crackheads, them fucking alcoholics, and fucking homeless people. And there's no gentle way of saying it. And I'm not going to be gentle about it because they're not being gentle about shit. And they know what kind of shit they facing. In a few more days, won't too much big tickets be going out. They ain't going to get too much work this month. Here we go. This is the end of October. We getting ready to go into November. And I already know the work is slowing down. I see it. She hasn't gotten the Walmart ticket back yet, which I think is fucking ridiculous. And the reason why she didn't get it back yet, because she want to put them same drop shot, no name, off brand, drag nasty motherfuckers I'm talking about right now. She want to look out for them. Stop looking out for people that ain't going to look out for you. They burning down the company from the inside. They're not standing out the side with torches and shit. They're on the inside. Yo, shout out to the chat. Yeah, it's raining this morning. I was told it was going to be raining this morning. It's not going to rain too bad this morning. So I don't know what it's going to do this afternoon. So I'm on the prowl right now. I think it's a few minutes to 3:30. It's 8 minutes to 3:30. I got to get downtown early this morning. I got to be one of the first ones to type in and let this lady know I need to go out today. I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if it's shining. I don't care what it's doing. Because half of these people that she looking out for don't need nobody to look out for them. These are grown-ass men. If they were able to get themselves in the predicament they're in, they're able to get themselves out. But what it is, just like I said before, in a couple of videos I did a couple of months ago, before I started going downtown again, I said that there is a certain percentage of the homeless population that does not want anything. Then they don't want to contribute to society. They don't want to pay no bills. They don't want to pay no rent. They don't want to do shit. But be an obstacle, be in someone's way. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, it's raining. It's not raining real hard, so I'm trying to get down there before it starts raining real hard. I got on my jacket. I got on my Raiders cap. I got on my shoes. I'm just flying down there as quick as I can. Because I find it very interesting that when the boss man shows up, all of a sudden everyone goes out. Or when the other man is doing dispatch, all of a sudden, all these tickets appear and everyone is on a ticket. Everyone goes out on a job. But when she's fucking there, all of a sudden, all the work on slowed down. I don't got that much tickets. I don't want to hear that shit this morning. Should have been called the people on this people, man. They got a corporate office right there in Goose Creek. I'm going to go ahead and call them this morning. Make sure I get some phone calls in and complain to them. Get it documented. Because obviously these people at this office don't know what the fuck they fucking doing. They said all the tickets went to the other office. I fucking refuse to believe that. I've been working with this company on and off since I was 28 years old. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Yo, shout out to the chat. I seen some haters up there on their community wall early this morning. And I ain't talking about no females, I'm talking about men. See, that's what I'm telling you, young ladies. Especially those that are new content creators. I know you got to go by your first mind. I know you got to be independent. You got to stand by yourself. You got to stand alone because you know ain't nobody really going to stand with you. You already know very few people going to end standing with you. But when you got old school OGs in this fucking sector going on their community wall about a female, you know this sector ain't shit. You know this sector ain't shit. It's up here on their YouTube community wall complaining about a woman. It's frightening. It's disgusting. Real Chase Bacon or Real Chase Gaming. Yeah, he did that bullshit. I'm going to start calling out these beta males. And I want them to say something about the BT1000. Come on. Because you can't do it. But you want to fuck with no niggas, no females. It's on YouTube streets. People that ain't did shit. Gave their opinion. And I don't care what nobody say. There are some people in the sector that you can't have a fucking opinion about. Because they going to try to blast you. Good morning, lovelies. Yeah, man, we got a lot of player haters on this app, in the sector. A lot of beta males, just like the way I said a few weeks ago. Oh shit, the rain has already started slacking up. Oh shit, the rain has, I don't give a goddamn if it's raining or not. I gotta get down to this fucking office. I gotta get down to this fucking office. I don't give a goddamn what's going on. And then I seen where my man on this shit, and I'm a man, but he a YouTuber just like I am. He's a troll though. Big Greg. Shout out to Big Greg for doing his channel, for posting what he's posting. And everything he's posting about that piece of shit racist is fucking true. Every fucking thing he's posting about her is fucking true. But I'm going to tell you something, Big Greg. Not too many people in the sector is going to speak out against that piece of a shit racist. They've been knowing about her for a couple of years. Trust me, they have gotten rid of her channels before. The bitch is just like a cockroach. She's going to come back. She's going to resurrect. She is going to find some way, somehow, how to get into the house of the YouTube streets. She's a cracker. She's a cracker. Yeah. Piece of shit, 600-pound bitch. Bitch, get up out of your bed. Get up out of that wheelchair. And do like the way I'm doing. Do what I'm doing. There's a lot of people on this app can't fucking do what the fuck I do. You can't even fucking imagine. They can't even fucking imagine how to do it. It's raining right now. How many motherfuckers would have ran back right in the fucking house and pretend they're like, oh, I ain't got to go nowhere today. Oh, I got to make up an excuse. Oh, I can't go to work today. I got to go. Regardless of whether I get on a ticket or not, I got to show up, show out. I got some business I got to handle today. If she don't send me on a ticket, there's some business I got to handle today. There ain't no way around it. I could try to find a way around it. There's no way around none of this shit. I got to check my pocket to make sure I got my charger with me, you guys. That's the only thing I'm looking for. To make sure that I have my phone charger in my pocket. To make sure I have my phone charger in my pocket. But yeah, Big Greg, ain't none of these other niggas in that sector gonna say nothing about that cracker. Because, you know, those that do speak out against her, shout out to you. We know who you are. We know who you are that speak out against the racists that show up in our fucking sector. But those that do not speak up against her, you've been knowing about this woman for I don't know how long, a long time. You're not saying anything. You know why you're not saying anything? Because secretly, a lot of you are intimidated by those crackers. I don't know how you guys got born that way or something. Slavery ended in 1865. Jim Crow ended years ago. They signed certain laws into law during the 1960s. A lot of it didn't take effect until the late 1970s and the early 1980s. Shout out to the chat. And that's a reality. I could understand people feeling intimidated by those crackers, but there's no reason to feel intimidated. Especially with this rich history that black people have in this country and all over the world. I don't give a fuck what them Ku Klux Klan members say. I don't give a fuck what they say about us. They can't compete where they can't compare. They don't qualify. Their applications have been denied. And that's exactly what we got to do for these races that's inside the sector. I want to, in a few more weeks, I want to see that channel be gone. Poof, be gone. Because what she's doing, she's not just doing propaganda, it's hate speech. It's hate speech. I know hate speech when I hear it. This cracker bitch is saying that blacks should go back to being slaves. This cracker bitch is saying that blacks in this country should be whooped for even speaking out for their own rights. She's saying that we should be silent. And we got a lot of Uncle Toms, a lot of Sambos, a lot of mammies in this sector, a lot of coons that are agreeing and riding with this cracker, this racist. They should be ashamed of themselves. They should. But you know what? I find out about some of those that have no problem with that racist in the sector. Usually they are self-hating black people anyway. They are self-haters. They can't stand the fact that they're black. They can't stand the fact that their life is situated a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of Uncle Rufus in the sector. And it's shameful, it's disgusting, and it shouldn't be tolerated for any reason. It shouldn't be tolerated for any reason. So we got a lot of coons in the sector, and we got a lot of beta males in the sector. Wonder what else we got. Wonder what else we got. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. I see right here, under this tab right here, right under Lovelace's name, there's a tab. I guess, I don't know what they're trying to do, what they're trying to say, because I would never partner with YouTube. They ain't right. This whole platform ain't right. They don't right. They don't treat their partners right. People that sign up for their channels to be monetized, I don't know why, because you're not being paid a whole lot of money. I don't know why, because you're not being paid a whole lot of money. We seen, now this where we got some haters. We got some male YouTube haters in the sector. They just watched Tommy Sotomayor come on the YouTube streets, and within weeks, he was able to get his page monetized. He don't have to beg for cash apps or super chats or none of that shit. Tommy got a slew of subscribers. Lots and lots of people are subscribed to him. The last time I looked, when he went live, the man had over 430 people in his chat. He had 430 people in his chat, over that amount. And as the show continued, his numbers began to grow. People started coming into the chat because people are happy that Tommy is back. Even though he talks a certain way about, they say, the black woman. I heard his message back in 2013 when Tommy was at his rawest, when Tommy was at his realest, when Tommy was undefeated. Tommy was unbeatable. He talked about the same thing he's talking now. But let me tell you something. A lot of people's lives. Because I would rather hear it from a black man or a black woman, the things that's wrong in our community, than hear it from a fucking cracker. I would rather. Because we do make mistakes. No race of people is perfect. No race of people is perfect. And those that had their divine powers back in the day, their powers have been stripped from them because they refuse to follow the laws that the universe has placed before us. So when I first heard Tommy on the YouTube streets, I didn't think he was talking about me because, number one, I don't wear hair weaves. I don't wear extensions. I don't wear wigs. I don't wear front lace. I don't wear makeup. I don't wear dresses. I don't wear high heels. I don't date men and try to get them locked up. I don't have 6 head of children in my house and all of them have different baby daddies. I'm not going to court every week to check on my child support payments. See, I don't have those issues. I don't have those problems. Never did and never will. Never did and never will. Shout out to the chat. So for those women that take offense to what he said, he must have pulled your coat a little bit. Because my biological mother said the same thing. When she first heard Tommy on the YouTubes talking his ish, now this was back in 2015, and she heard what he said about Tanya TKO, about Cynthia G, about regular women in the community that were making trouble, making problems. Because we got women in our community that makes problems. Because if that wasn't true, why the fuck am I here in South Carolina? Why the fuck am I talking to you? Why the fuck did I get born in existence? If some kind of ratchet doesn't exist, a woman fucked up. A woman who lived in the segregated South, went to New York, stayed in New York for 35 years. 35 fucking years. Had 5 children by 3 different men. She wasn't married to none of those men. This woman had the nerve to have grown up in the segregated South and turn around and give her children to the same enemy that she used to march against. That she said that she knew they were lying about black people, but you made sure you fit the stereotypes, ma'am. How do you do that? How do you leave from the South? From the segregated South, you go to fucking New York. You stay in New York for 35 years. You have my sisters and you have my brothers. Okay? There's 3 different men. There's Winchester, there's Smith, and there's Boone. There's 3 different men. You have your older child by Winchester. You had 2 of us by Smith. You had the last 2 by Boone. And you gave all your children to the fucking system. And there's no fucking way. If you grew up in the segregated South and you experienced racism firsthand as what they were doing during the Jim Crow laws, during the times of Jim Crow, there's no fucking way you went to fucking New York and fell on your fucking face. There's no fucking way your children should have ended up in fucking foster care for years, not for a month, not for 2 weeks, not for 3 days. Years. Years and years we sat there waiting for this black bitch to come back. We didn't know we were dealing with a fucking coon. We didn't know we were dealing with somebody that was self-destructive. We didn't know until we got older, until we actually met her face to face. Got to know her a little bit, talked with her a little bit. Hell, I even lived with her for a little while. But then I started seeing little shit. You know what I mean? I started seeing little shit. Everything my father told me about that bitch was true. Everything my grandmother said about her was fucking true. that woman is a traitor. There's no way in the world your children should, no way in the world, black children or Hispanic children or any kind of children in the world should be in fucking foster care unless their parents are dead. Unless they don't have family members that can actually come in and take over the job as the guardian. Because my grandmother was there, but them fucking crackers said that she wasn't fit. She wasn't able-bodied to do it. How the hell she wasn't able-bodied to do it? My grandmother had her own apartment. She was working. She was making money. But what it is, that's how them crackers get down. Especially when you black coons call yourself playing with being conscious or being woke. Especially when some of you coons talk about you joining the Nation of Islam and you really hate your own black skin. My mother hates her black skin. She can't stand the fact that she's chocolate. She can't. She got a real big problem. She got a colorism problem. When they was talking about colorism, they was real about that shit. That shit exists. That's a real problem. That's a real concern. You know what I mean? Word. People think that don't exist. That don't. Yes, it do. Yes, it do exist. Yes, it is a fucking problem. It's a problem for us that's in the black community. It's a problem for us. It's an issue for us. And I'm not going to make no excuses for any black people or any people that got any children. You know how the world is working. You know how these institutions are doing these kids. You got the history lessons of what they do. You heard people tell about the terrible stories. No way those children should go into no fucking foster care system. No way there should be any kind of adoptions. Yeah, I'm saying it. Because I don't believe in foster care and I don't believe in adoptions. You don't want the kid, go ahead and get a fucking abortion. Go ahead and do that. Because leaving them in a system to be in limbo is wrong. It's wrong. Those kids are not protected. Those kids don't have a mouthpiece. Those kids don't have anyone. They're in the world by themselves. As soon as they enter into the system, they're going to become someone's victim. And it's very rare that they don't get victimized some way, somehow. It's very rare. I mean, oh, well, I went to the foster care system and that didn't happen to me. Well, you were very lucky. Or you had someone speaking up for you. A lot of us didn't have no mouthpiece. A lot of us didn't have it. Nobody protected me. Nobody protected my sisters. You know, my younger sister, she was raped. She was physically abused in that house, and then she was made to take care of that old fat bitch that sat in a fucking wheelchair, walked around on a fucking cane. She never saw my sister as a person. She was using her. And trust me, my sister felt the fire of all that. My sister ended up, I don't know, in how many different institutions. Ended up, I don't know what kind of medicines they had her on. They were trying to destroy her. You know why? Because she didn't have a mouthpiece. She didn't have her brothers and sisters with her. We were all separated. Me and my brother, we was raised together. The last two, they were raised together. The oldest was by herself. And out of all my mother's children, the oldest one got the most love. The oldest one wasn't shoved to the side. The oldest one was never touched. The oldest one was never beaten. The oldest one was never disrespected. But the rest of my mother's children, we suffered. We went through the fire. Oh, I'm glad I took this walk this morning. I'm glad I took this walk this morning. I needed to take this fucking walk. I'm walking for a cause, a reason this morning. Shit. I just don't agree. When people start talking about they had a good social worker and all this other craziness, I don't agree. Maybe your social worker liked you. Maybe your social worker saw that they could manipulate you and trick you and fool you. How good of a social worker was it that kept you separated from your own flesh and blood? How can you really explain that to me? How good were those social workers or those lawyers or those judges were when they kept you separated from your own flesh and blood, from your own original family, from your own biological family, from your own history, your family name? How good could your social worker have been? Yeah, I got some people on this app talking good about their social workers. Fuck your social workers. They took advantage of you. You was a fucking paycheck. They had to keep you quiet. If you would have made some noise or would have ran away or would have done anything, that would have fucked them up. Their reputation and their pay. So don't fool yourself into thinking your social worker was your friend. Your social worker helped you. Your social worker was so close to you. And they were so fucking close to you, why the fuck did they stand in between you and your parents, in between you and your grandparents, in between you and your aunts and uncles? Why were they there? They were there to get a paycheck, and they were there to make sure the state got a paycheck. They were there to make sure that the county got paid. They didn't give a fuck about you. You was a fucking number. And that's where it is bond. Yeah, a lot of people not gonna like what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck. It's goddamn true. Here comes somebody in a wheelchair, you guys. Half of these people that you see like that, they the cause of their own problems, their own issues. Half of them. Not all of them. Half. Oh, I recognize him. He usually ride the bus. I wonder what's going on this morning. Not getting on the bus this morning. Usually he be on the bus. Yeah, I know what he getting ready to do. See, some people, what they do, they use them wheelchairs. I'm gonna tell you what they do. They use them. I found a wheelchair not too far from my house the other day. You know what I was getting ready to do? Take that wheelchair, get in it, come downtown, and sit there and panhandle for me for some money. That's all those wheelchairs are good for. That's it. That's it. They're a pain in the hassle to get on the fucking bus in the first place. So you might as well just wheel yourself down to the territory, to the panhandle ground in real life. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, now the rain is trying to pick back up. You see how the universe be working? At least we was able to get around that one bend. You know, that one bend in the road. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everyone that supports this channel. Shout out to my subscribers, my support team, and some of my YouTube creators. Not all, just some of you. Not all of you. Because some of you, I don't even know why you're on YouTube. Some of you, I don't even know why you're here. Do you know why you're here? Do you know why you're here? We got some people on this app who get mad at other people, and these people ain't did nothing to these people. They get mad because of who they got on their link, on their panel or their channel. We got some people in the sector that will get so mad at you for having certain people on your panel of your channel, they will actually flag your shit down. Yeah. I heard some shit yesterday in the chat that I just couldn't stop hearing. I couldn't stop believing. You know how you just try to unhear something and try to pretend like you don't know? There's no way. No way. Once you get the truth, once you get the truth of things, and you find out what's really going on, what's really happening, you can't go back to not knowing. And there's some people in the sector that actually do that. You know why they do that? Because they're cowards. They're cowards. They're scary and they're cowards. And you got some people that have more subs than you. They'll have over 1,000 more subs than you, be mad at you because people hitting your link, people coming to your channel, people typing in, people supporting you. And you're a smaller content creator. I'm small in the sector. All my channels have been small, every last one. Even the one where I had over 600 subscribers. Even the one where I had over 200 subscribers. Shout out to the chat. We always got those that got bigger channels, got bigger following, but they get mad at you for even having a channel. They get mad at you for even having the nerve to say something about them or say something about their support team or their subscribers. If you got rogue subscribers, I'm going to say you got rogues. You ain't got no subscribers, not really. Because when they get ready to turn on you, that's exactly what the fuck they going to do. You got more, and I spoke on it before. Where people will sub up to your channel, knowing deep down inside, they're not there to help you. They're not there to support you. They're not there to advertise for you or nothing. They're not there to do anything to help you. They're there to get content. That's the only reason why they're subscribed to your channel. They're there to play a hate. I'm going to put it like this. Most of the YouTube creators in this sector that deal with the BT1000, most of them are genuine. Most of them are true people, honest people. People that I would trust. People I've had trust for years and years on this app. You know what I mean? But it's just when certain people come from the Kwame Brown sector, they Kwamites, and they subscribe to your channel, and they know they don't mean you no good. Anyone that's affiliated with Kwame Brown, they subscribe to my channel, I know they don't mean me no good. I already know that. I'm not stupid. I'm not blind. People that come over to my channel, they understand the politics of the YouTube streets. They understand. Trust me. Sometimes people will subscribe to your channel. You know how many subscribers I got when I started talking shit about Rich. You know how many subscribers I got? After that, and I'm not talking about no little YouTube channel. I'm talking about big ones. But they're not subscribed to support me. They're not here to help me. They're here for other reasons. And none of those reasons are to help Arabia Barbosa. If they really want to help, they need to hit that Cash App. Dollar Arabia 914. Hit the Cash App. Do that for me. You ain't doing nothing else but sitting in the corner somewhere, peeping to see who coming over here, peeping to see who gonna hit my link. Don't worry about what I got going on over here. If you not down with it, if you don't do anything else, hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. That's the only thing I got to say. Don't come over here and try to start no shit with me. Because you got a lot of people that will do that. They'll sit there, and sometimes someone else will send them. Sometimes someone else will send them. Because that person got an issue with you. And they're too afraid to say, well, you know what? I got an issue with Arabia. So, I'm just going to go over there and hit her link. And I'm just going to tell her I got an issue with her. I got a problem with her. And me and her, we can dukes it out on the YouTube streets. Right here. On her channel. On her panel. No, they don't do that. But what they do, they send the enemy to your channel. And they tell the enemy, subscribe to that person. Because I got that person. I'm getting ready to come back around and get that person. I see everything that's getting ready to happen. I see everything that's going on. Don't nobody on this app fool me. Especially nobody in the sector. You ain't fooling me. I've been here too long. I've been here, like the way I said, I've been here since 2013. And I'm still here. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, we got a lot of cowards in the sector. A lot of motherfuckers that got an issue with Arabia, the BT1000, Arabia Barbosa. They got an issue with me. Instead of them coming and say, look, I got a problem with you, Ray. Arabia, whatever your name is. First, they're going to come with disrespect. Then they're going to try to have the little jokes going, but nobody's going to be laughing. Because when someone hits my link and I know they're a fucking enemy, first thing I say, what the fuck you want? The fuck you over here for? Nobody invited your punk ass. Nobody told your beta male ass to come over here. Nobody asked none of the drop shot or brand drag nasty punks or bitches. Because we got a lot of dudes over here that are dweebs. They got a lot of bitch energy. A lot of bitch energy between their balls and between their dick and between their asshole. And I know their asshole is itching right now because they know I'm talking about them. Don't come over here and pretend that you some friend and you really the foe. You really the enemy. I could see my enemies a mile away. Or I could listen to another YouTuber give the rundown about you. And I've been knowing that YouTuber for quite a long time. And of course, I'm going to believe them. You know why I'm going to believe them? Because I had problems with that person in the past, and they were never shy. They always spoke up. And that's what a lot of people in this sector need to start doing. Start speaking up. If you see something, say something. If you know something, say it. What these motherfuckers gonna do? I mean, really? Half of them too even afraid to even come and sit in your chat for like 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Half of them. But they got the nerve to talk about, well, they don't feed into this and they feed into a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit. And it looks like to me, The bishop at Schoolfood ain't the only one using God as a shield or hiding behind the Bible. At least we can see his righteousness. At least we can see what he really thinking about, what he talking about. He don't hide who the fuck he is. He don't try to reinvent himself. That's one thing I can say about Bishop at Schoolfood. I call him at Schoolfood. He don't hide who the fuck he is. He said what he think, how he feel, what his opinion is, and he don't give a goddamn, and don't nobody in the sector don't like him. Shout out to the chat. And that's a reality. That's real. So I'm almost to my destination. The rain has picked up once again. Once again, the rain has picked up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close out this video. I'm going to go ahead and do the diligence for the video so it can be up, so it can be viewed. And because I already know who my people is, and I already know who the other people is. I know who my side, who the people on my side is, and I know who they are. And they're not fooling me. Not at all. And I think it's pretty pathetic, and I think it's pretty weak that not only do people try to take people's channels, but then they try to take people to court too. That is pathetic. That is weak. That is being coward. That's being a jerk. That's being an anus. You're someone's asshole when you do that. You wasted your time and their time. And matter of fact, since people feel so strongly that people are fucking with them like that, which I'm starting to believe that half of the stuff that they said wasn't true. So what they need to do, they need to just get off of social media, period. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else, because people haven't forgotten about certain people's sins in the sector. People are just not saying nothing about it because they're trying to give certain people grace and room to move around. But I find you can't do that. That's not necessary for everyone. Everyone doesn't deserve that type of respect. Shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. Y'all have an awesome day. I'm closing out this video before I'm even to my destination. So it is what it is. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the motherfucking chat. I gotta light me a cigar before I get down to where I'm going. Want to thank everyone for coming in. You too. Have a wonderful day. And thank you for coming in. Thank you for support of the channel. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my support team. Shout out to some of my YouTube creators. Some of you, not all of you. Shout out to those that truly, truly, truly support this channel. And they don't hide their love and their affection for me. So shout out to you. We're going to end this video a little bit different today, because I see when people getting on my nerves, so I'm going to use my own advice. Nini kuzimu kila wakati. Wewe ni mikundu kufatu. All right? Shout out to the chat. That's for all my haters, all my enemies. Kufatu, wewe ni mikundu, nini ni kuzimu kila wakati. Nini kuzimu kila wakati, wewe ni mikundu kufatu. Kufatu, my enemies. Suck a bag of dicks and you get 2 scoops of fuck you right up your ass. And that's for all my haters. That's for all my enemies, open and secret. And the BT 1000 is saying it. Arabia Barbosa is saying it. Not nobody else. I'm not hiding behind nobody else. I'm hiding behind my own name. I'm standing on my own fucking name. 10 toes down. The BT 1000. The Jeeper Creeper on this shit. Lucy the Vampire. aka the German Shepherd in the goddamn room. Shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. Peace.